in Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else.
Yeah.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
Wonderful.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Genius.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Fucking brilliant.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Oh, brilliant, man. This guy is a fucking genius, man. That's a great parody. That is such a great parody, right? Whether you agree with the politics of that or not, that's fucking genius. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. It's well done. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to the program. My name is Marcus Conti. And today we'll talk about a couple of subjects. I guess the Kamala Harris's volunteer, Mr. Ryan Routh, the shooter, the almost shooter. We'll take a little look, more details coming out about where he was at the golf course, what his line of sight was to Trump. It looks like he would have gotten about 3 opportunities to shoot Trump. One, if you can imagine, as close as like 150 feet away. That's fucking crazy, right? He was right on top of him. That's like half a football field. That's like shooting from the 50-yard line. And how is that possible? You know, with a presidential, ex-president, presidential candidate, how does security miss that? Well, you would lead it does lead the inquiring mind to come to the realization that it was planned, that not that it was planned, but it wasn't prevented. Right? That's actually the same today. Not planning something, right? Like planning security for an ex-president, and it's just not setting up security is equivalent to allowing it to happen, really, in my view. And Sean Diddy Combs, Mr. Combs. What did this guy do? Right? Who did Sean Diddy Combs piss off? He definitely pissed off somebody important, because when you look, it's coming up, his case is coming up, a sex trafficking case. $50 million bail was denied. And guess where it is? It's in the Southern District of New York, same place that the Epstein court. Sean Diddy Combs is now in fucking custody in Manhattan jail, waiting his trial. This is a kangaroo court, right? Something went very, very wrong for this guy, right? And they're claiming that he was some sort of heavy sex trafficker. Upon further investigation, that story kind of falls flat. It looks like it was a couple of paid hookers to perform pornographic scenes in his house with lots of oil and it was really fucking ridiculous. Really just a sexual deviant who paid people to perform something, but facing 50 years in jail. We'll look at that. And, in the polls, recent polls, polls are showing, again, it's hard to say because of the degree of misinformation out there. You don't really know which polls are accurate and which aren't. But they're all coming in, it seems that the polls are coming in 2 points for Trump, 2 points for Harris. All right, so the margin of error is on the table. And at this point, if you had to make an educated call based on the polling, you would say it was a coin toss, right? You would have to go 50-50 on that one. But if you look out, maybe like the cookie poll in Pennsylvania, I got to tell you, it's unbelievable. If you live in Pennsylvania, you cannot believe how much garbage you get in the mail. Look at this. My stack is growing. I'm keeping a stack of all of these fucking. Look at this. All of this. This is like an insane amount of. They're plugging Casey, Bob Casey, but a lot of it is mostly Trump. 10 policies proving Harris is a failure. This guy's running too, Rob Breslin. No. I don't know who he is. U.S. Congress. Trump. More Trump. It's just like there's like 20 of them right here. I probably threw another 50 out. Bombing the mail, the money being spent to, and the radio ads. I listen to FM radio because I like to hear a variety of songs from wherever. That's how you find new music, for me, listening to the radio, listening to popular radio. And that radio station, those stations are so flooded that you can't listen to them anymore. Every other commercial is, Donald Trump is out for power. He wants to take away your rights. He wants to follow women around. And fucking, rather sick. Yeah, so we'll look at that. There's also cell phones blowing up somewhere, and I heard about that. I'm not going to talk about it until I look a little further at it. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Today is Wednesday in the great United States of America, 9 a.m. every one of these days. We are live here on YouTube with these fine people to the left. Give them a round of applause. Everybody's here. Vinny D. Martini, Weevil Girl in the house. Spirit Child is here. Zitsu Cooter, Born Vicarious, and everybody else is lurking. I know William R. Hall, the great artist from Syracuse, for some reason is having some YouTube issues. He's watching. Thank you for the emails informing me of your whereabouts, William R. Hall. And what else? If you want to make a donation to this program, Zelle, shorthappylife@gmail.com, or PayPal, Patreon. That's how you do it. So what do we start here? So I guess we'll start here with this this fascinating graphic that the New York Post put together, and you could see down on the bottom over here. Bring your eyes down to the bottom of the screen here. You see the circle. This is where the guy was built his nest. Right? He built his sniper's nest right in the woods, right in the weeds. And look at how close he was. He was 150 feet. At the sixth hole of this golf course, he would have been 150 feet, a clear view of Trump with a fucking high-powered rifle. How is that? How do they let this happen? Right? If he was on the seventh hole, it was a 400-foot shot. That's a little, that's how many feet is that? That's like 100. That's like 100 yards. It's more than 100 yards. It's about 150 yards, and 700 feet at the fifth hole. Right. So if this guy would have just been patient after the fifth hole, he would have seen him, and then he would have known that Trump is coming up to the sixth hole. Right now, does Trump miss his shots? No. Trump would have been easily at the sixth hole doing his birdie or his putt. But so that's it right there. Trump was, when the guy was found and Secret Service apparently shot at him, we know that Ryan Roth didn't get off any shots. That seems to be confirmed. He was discovered before the shots were fired. He was discovered and never got a shot off, and Secret Service shot at him. The craziest part of that is, how did he get away? The guy's on the golf course, Secret Service surrounding fucking everywhere. How does the guy get 40 miles away? How did he get away in his car? He jumped in his car and he drove for 40 miles before they caught him? That's bizarre. That doesn't add up. It's like, come on, man. You just saw the guy stick his gun through the fence and you can't catch him? It's like I could have caught him on foot. It's a little weird, man. So anyway, what else we got here? Yeah. So that's so Hillary Clinton. Let's see. Here's Hillary Clinton, right? If you don't think that the Democrats are fanning the flames of assassination and Trump hate, where does it come from? Look no further than Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, here she goes.
I don't understand why it's so difficult for the press to have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is.
How dangerous Trump is. Trump is dangerous.
The late, great journalist, Harry Evans.
Never heard of him.
One time said that, journalists should, really try to achieve objectivity. And by that, he said, I mean, they should cover the object. Well, the object in this case is Donald Trump. His demagoguery, his danger to. The
object is not Donald Trump in the election. This is where it comes from. If you're wondering where
our country and
where the rhetoric comes from.
World, and stick with it.
Right. So that's Hillary Clinton on Rachel Maddow's show yesterday. So Trump guarded by Secret Service counter sniper team. Oh, this is in New York, right? So here's Trump. This is what Trump's house looks like now in New York. He's got snipers on the fucking roof. They're doing the old pull the Trump limousine into the tent so you can't see him. Now, is that a bulletproof tent? No, but it blocks the sight. Right? Now, if they hit it, if someone was able to shoot a high-powered fucking bomb into it, Trump is in there. Right, at some point, but nonetheless, they got a tent around it, and I've seen these at events where a president will show up. You never see him out in the street. He pulls into literally a tent, gets out of the car, and the tent. He's still in a tent all the way into the building. So that's what Trump's up against. Look, NYPD. These are, I guess, Secret Service snipers. More cops, police everywhere. Here's an NYPD cop, sniper, climbing up a ladder. All right, so Trump is in New York. He's doing some kind of rally on Wednesday, and his home is surrounded. All right, are they going to try? Is somebody else going to try again and fucking whack him? I said it earlier in the season that there will be, Trump will, it's very, very high possibility that Trump is going to get shot at. And it's happened twice now, 1.5 times, right? Another assassination attempt shows Dems' hostile playbook. Right? Well, we just saw Hillary Clinton say that Trump is dangerous. They're saying, the Democrats' summation, he had it coming. It's his own fault. Don't blame us. That's the Democrats right now. That sums out how leading Democrats and their media handlers are reacting to the second Trump assassination. Remorse and concern about him, or even the perils of the rising tide of everyday violence, are in short supply. Now, wouldn't you think that Hillary Clinton, the person that once upon a time she was looking to be president, she would at least say that there's no place, the first thing she says, there's no place in America for political violence, shooting at an ex-president. No, that's not what she's saying. She's continuing the rhetoric that Trump is dangerous. That's dangerous rhetoric coming from Clinton, Rachel Maddow promoting it. No pushback. We live in a country right now where people people cannot see the other person's perspective, right? The right is looking at the left as if the left are broken, fucking crazy, insane, emotionally disturbed people. And those emotionally disturbed people, allegedly, are looking at the right as Nazis and gun-slinging, Bible-slinging, crazy fucks, right? It's just there's such a distortion there right now. And it's also a communication breakdown. People don't speak to each other anymore. Democrats don't speak to Republicans. People who have a Trump sign on the lawn never ever mix with the people who have a Harris sign on their lawn. They walk around the block. They don't even want to walk past the front of the house. There's no mixing going on, which leads to, intense. They're wide open to propaganda, right? Which is precisely what the media does, precisely what your government does. Conquer and divide, if you will. For Sedento's calling it the fog of World War III. Yeah, it's definitely war. So where are we? It's Trump. So let's talk about Ryan Roth. More about the killer, almost killer. The FBI has the very corrupt FBI has conducted raids, and in Hawaii. The guy's from Hawaii, right? So Kawa, Hawaii. The first images showing the inside of attempted Trump assassination suspect Ryan Roth's cluttered Hawaii bungalow it's not quite a bungalow, it's worth $890,000, have been revealed. The photos obtained by the Post, fucking Kauai on the island of Oahu, Oahu, I don't know how you pronounce that, Oha. So he lives in Ohio. Look at the images. Is this a crazy guy? I don't know. It's a little messy if he lives by himself. It looks, nothing matches. His furniture is all over the place. What kind of art? Nothing really. What else can we learn here? There's some more. He's got some. He has a banister, the handrail, full of butt paddles, right? These are paddles that fraternities use to beat their fucking kids. Right? That's about the only. He's got a turtle here. Can't really see the art. There's no political anything really. Cowboy hat. Any guns hanging? It doesn't matter. I guess Hawaii is a no gun zone, right? So any guns would be a problem. Roth's girlfriend did appear. He said apparently he lived with a girlfriend, Kathleen, and she didn't know anything about it. Why should she? Why would she? I don't know. Don't go blaming the family. When one guy springs a fucking, when one guy's goes off the rails, don't go blaming his mother and his girlfriend. Former President Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt. Right? Trump sent out the statement. So they found the AK-47 and the GoPro. I guess the AK-47 is the tool of choice. Can you shoot somebody from 150 feet away, 50 yards? I think I could do that. Right? If you gave me the gun, and I'm someone who doesn't shoot a gun at all, if you put me in front of the gun with the scope and the tripod, and just said aim and pull the trigger, I could probably hit fucking 150 feet away, right? Especially if I got more than one shot. If I just unloaded the gun or however many bullets, if I just kept going boom, 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 boom at the target, I would eventually, at least one bullet would hit him, right? If I had a scope and the right weapon, right? Not like a garbage weapon, like the shit that the military uses. Why don't you, if you're an assassin, you don't have the right gun? Why don't you get the fucking right gun before you start shooting at people? Right? Roth has a history of supporting progressive causes. He made 19 donations to the Democrats in 2019. That's nothing. I made contributions to the Democratic Party. arguably, during 2016, donating to Bernie Sanders. I sent a few dollars, a few tens here and there to the Bernie Sanders campaign. Does that make me a bad person? No. Secret Service agent spotted and opened fire on Routh. All right, we know that. According to the sheriff, the Palm Beach County Sheriff, Trump's security detail was lighter because he isn't a sitting president. That's fucking sick, right? He's not a sitting president, so therefore he should be allowed to be shot. Like many who knew Routh, everybody was shocked. So here's his car. What a dive, right? What a shithole. His car is a shithole. It's got tools all over the place. Shit is broken. No door. Right? Nobody in their right mind would. I bet nobody has been in that passenger seat for a long time. Lots of parking tickets, they're saying. Routh remains in custody. He's in custody in Florida, 5,000 miles away. What else can we find? There he is. Volunteer. What are you volunteering for? Who did you volunteer for, Mr. Routh? What is your volunteer status? The former president was unharmed, but came within 300 yards of Routh. 300 yards. We saw that. Routh never got a clean sight. He never was able to see Trump. Trump was just coming around the turn. So Secret Service did the right thing by being one hole ahead. And luckily that guy saw it. He just by chance saw the gun sticking out the fence. Right? Routh he's not from Hawaii. He was raised in Greensboro, North Carolina. Worked as a handyman and a roofer for years. Are those real teeth? Those some fakes. Fake. Those are probably some fake teeth he's wearing. Routh's got some fake teeth. It's hard to tell. I know fake teeth. I know fake teeth when I see it. Yeah, it looks like he's got a top fakey. He's got a falsie in there. He's got false teeth. What else? Around 2018, he relocated to Hawaii. So he's only been in Hawaii for 6 years. He got affordable housing for low-income islanders. So he got a fucking cheap bungalow that's now worth almost $1 million. Despite voting for him in 2016, Routh expressed his disappointment in Trump's presidency. Wow, he according to this, he voted for Trump. Wow. He voted for Trump in 2016. Ryan Routh votes for Trump in 2016 and would later go on to suggest that Iran should assassinate him in a meandering ebook. So the guy's very vocal. I really wonder if the FBI has the manifesto of him trying to kill Trump, why he did it. It would be very revealing. Trump it'll almost, I bet if you had the manifesto, it would sound like Hillary Clinton. I can't understand why people don't understand why Trump is so dangerous and why they need to continue to say it over and over again. It'll probably sound something like that. His motivations remain unclear, according to the... What more? How clear? What is clarity today? The guy is sitting in the weeds. He doesn't like Trump. He doesn't like his policies. What more motivation do you fucking need? His motivations are unclear. He doesn't like the guy because of the fucking political... in part because of the political rhetoric that he's hearing on every radio station. It's coming in the mail. A lot of people are not paying attention. Right? If the average person hears Trump is a villain who wants to take over the country and he's out for power, if you heard that commercial 30 times and no other information, you might come to the conclusion that Trump's a little power hungry. I'll vote for Kamala Harris. That's what would happen. targeting low information people. Don't be one of those. Don't get caught being low information. Watch a variety of news. Watch Rachel Maddow. Watch Sean Hannity, right? Listen to what Trump says. Listen to what Kamala Harris says, and make up your own mind, right? For me, it's staggeringly lopsided right now in favor of Trump. Not the rhetoric. I mean that the likely candidate that's good for America appears to be overwhelmingly Trump, in this reporter's view right now. What else? He has numerous run-ins with the law. We're back to Ryan Routh, the shooter. He's still alive. I predict that they're going to whack him. Marcus Conte predicting that Ryan Routh will be dead by the time the election rolls around. Right? If that manifesto comes out, right? I think they got the manifesto. I got to believe that a guy like this, who's so vocal, who brought a GoPro to the assassination, he didn't make a little video about what he was about to do and why he was doing it. He didn't document anything. I find that hard to believe. I think that there is the manifesto. Maybe he was planning. He had that time between. He had the time between when they took a shot at him, Ryan, and he escaped and got 40 miles away in his car. He had that moment maybe to post something to Facebook or Twitter, but he didn't do it. Probably because he thought he was going to get away and didn't want to reveal himself. Manifestos usually come out if you're a prisoner or you're dead. And there's ways to do that. There's ways to release information ahead of time, right? You can assign, what was it called? You can, having trouble today. My brain is a little flat. Do you ever feel flat? Like you just feel, I don't know, you feel flat, right? Like, so where's the spark of life, right? What's causing that, right? I don't know. It's just that's reality. That's human reality, right? That's not personal. That's I don't know, maybe the planet's spinning faster or slower or something. I think we're not alone when we feel something, right? That's other people are feeling it too. We're just receptive to what we're feeling. Right? So what else we got? Let's kick this. So Secret Service admits golf course wasn't searched for Trump assassination attempt. Wasn't searched before, key word. Secret Service agents did sweep the outskirts of Donald Trump's Florida golf course, where his alleged would-be assassin was hiding, because the former president's visit was an off-the-record plan. All right, so it's off the record. Therefore, Trump is vulnerable to getting shot. All right. So what does that tell Trump? What is the FBI telling Trump? Hey, don't do anything off the record anymore. Do it when we tell you to do it. Right? There's the setup, maybe for strike three. Right? They're pressuring Trump. You're not going to get security if you do anything off the record. That's what that says, right? Right? Former president's visit was an off the record plan. Right, says the FBI. So that's why they didn't cover. That's why they didn't sweep. Ryan Routh, 58, allegedly set up a sniper's nest on the edge of the golf course, where he was undetected for nearly 12 hours. That's what it looks like from the other side. All right, so obviously you would see like I think he hung his backpack on the fence. He had the gun. He was a real amateur, but I imagine if you sit in the woods for 12 hours undetected, that you think you're getting away with it. Now, this is you think you're in the clear. There's no one around me. I've been here for fucking 12 hours. Right? So I just sit and wait for Trump. And this is what he would have seen. I believe this is one of the shots, a photograph through the hole in the fence, maybe the fifth hole or the sixth hole or the seventh hole. It doesn't say, but that's the kind of shot the guy would have had. And Trump is pretty wide. Trump's a wide body. He would have been an easy at 50 yards. Even an amateur could have hit him. Acting Secret Service says that the perimeter of the 45th president wasn't. Wait. Acting Secret Service head said that agents didn't mount an intense search, again, because the 45th president's round wasn't on his official calendar. What the fuck, man? You got to go. You got to tell the FBI where you're going and what you're doing. So what? So that they can come to your house and knock your door down like they did in Malaga. The president wasn't even really supposed to go there. It was not an official schedule. Fucking insane, right? That's the FBI, right? That's conspiratorial, right? We're not going to cover him unless he tells us where he's going. No, your job is to cover him wherever he goes. That's your fucking job. His job is not to report to you. His job is to be protected by you wherever he goes. You should be asking the questions. I'm going to play golf today. Thank you, Mr. President. Then they head to the golf course to guard the fucking golf course. Trump's got to be super careful. He's got to get maybe his own security, right? His stock, right? He needs an extra $1 billion to get some security and build a wall around himself. What else can we find out about this guy? Former President Trump survived an assassination attempt. Trump sent out a statement. He's safe and well. The AK-47 and the GoPro are in custody. Let's look at can we see his camera? What's on the GoPro, right? It's a recorder. It's a video recorder. What's on the fucking GoPro? He didn't turn the camera and talk. Now, I don't think GoPros have a audio function. If I'm not mistaken, GoPro cameras are just visual. They're little cubes with no. Maybe they have a microphone, but the microphone sucks. There's no jack. I tried to buy one. I think I tried to buy one. GoPro is not the greatest camera. You'd be better off making a manifesto with your cell phone. You'd get a better quality of sound than a GoPro. But they have his camera. I think a manifesto exists, and I think it would be a giant campaign. The whole manifesto is a campaign for Kamala Harris and why Trump is so. Listen, if you want evidence and it's not clear why he did it, then just look at his rhetoric. Look at the way he was living. Look at the things he said. Look at the things he posted. Right? And you'll find out. So he had a camera. So that's what the fence looked like. He was hanging his shit on the fence. And the shooter. So he doesn't have a tripod, but he's using the fence as a leaner, right? To lean the gun. He's leaning the gun on the fence. So he knew what he was doing. He has a scope. It looks like there's a scope on the gun. Scope on the gun, using the fence as a tripod, right? The GoPro is in position to film what he's about to do. Probably with a zoom lens, right? It's going to document the whole thing. 2 backpacks and a GoPro hanging on the fence. And that's one of the views. Rose remarks. So yeah, that's how it would have looked, right? As Trump passed through the brush at 50 yards away with a scope. It's almost like unmissable, right? I think with a scope, the bullet angles down a little bit, so you aim for the head and you hit him in the heart. Essentially, right? There's cops now, law enforcement now sweeping the perimeter, saying, hey, where is that? They seem to have known about this hole in the fence. This hole in the fence was well known. They knew about it. They talked about it. So what else can we find out before we go? Here's Trump with Sarah Huckabee Sanders all choked up at a rally in Michigan. Let's hear Trump. I guess this is the first time we hear him after the second assassination attempt. Let's go, Trump.
Thank you very much. That's a lot of people for a town hall. Nobody's ever seen a town hall like this. You know, a town hall is supposed to have about 300 people. You have about 8,000 people here. And equally as important, you have about 8,000 people that are not here. They're walking away. But I think we have television outside, right? So they're watching from outside. Would anybody like to change places with them? I thought you were going to say that. Thank you, everybody. Hello, Sarah.
Mr. President,
Mr. President.
nobody's ever seen any
So Trump drew 8,000 people plus another 8,000 outside to a town hall in Michigan.
thing like it.
Well, it's been a great experience. It's a dangerous business, however, being president. It's a little bit dangerous. It's, you know, they think race car driving is dangerous. No. They think bull riding, that's pretty scary, right? No. This is a dangerous business, so we have to keep it safe.
This is a dangerous business, and we have to keep it safe. If you look back in 50 years at political, especially if Trump does get whacked, that's the statement of the fucking century, right? This is a dangerous business. He's already had two crackers took shots at him. One hit him in the ear. That'll be. You'll look back in 50 years and say, you see, Trump, he was running for president. When he was running for president before they killed him, he was saying this is a dangerous business. It's all documented.
Mr. President,
Comrade Kamala Harris doesn't have much to offer. She has no...
Welcome to Pennsylvania. This is a Pennsylvania ad. Trump. This is one of the few I've seen.
policies, no solutions. But the one thing her campaign has is money. They get it from a lot of people that you don't want to hear about. These are not the people that you agree with. A donation of just $10 from patriots like you will help us to fight and to win big. So only if you can afford it, can you please chip in today? Whatever you can do, whatever you can afford, with you on our side, we will make America great again. We'll make it greater than ever before.
There you go, man. This Trump plugging it.
I don't think there's a person, certainly in this room tonight, and probably anywhere in the country, that doesn't remember exactly where they were on July 13th, that Saturday, when a horrific thing happened, an attack not just on you, but what I see as an attack on our entire country. They have...
Sarah Huckabee Sanders choked up. Right? She's choked up. She can't believe it that she's interviewing the president who got almost whacked twice in one campaign.
I joined with everyone in... We know that you were tough. We saw it every day on the campaign. We saw it when you were president. But I don't think anybody was prepared for what we saw that day. And now it's happened not once, but twice. You've literally taken a bullet for our country. And yet you keep fighting. You never give up. The reason that you're going to win in November is because America needs a fighter. And we've never needed a fighter more, and we've never had somebody more qualified to step in and lead our country than you. I'd love for you to tell us, why do you want to be president, and why do you continue fighting even after they keep attacking you every single day?
So we ran. Thank you, everybody. A lot of love in this room. I love you. You love me. And you love Sarah. A lot of... So we ran in 2016, and it was amazing. It was amazing, and we won. We then ran in 2020, and we did much better than 2016. People don't like to hear it, oh, he's a
Trump is totally in the zone. There's no ruffle. His feathers are not ruffled. Trump, he's on fucking cue.
conspiracy theorist, We got millions.
Tough dude. So how's the polls panning out? I don't know if we believe him. Here's in Georgia, they got Trump by 3. That's good. Insider Advantage has Trump up by 2 in the great state of Pennsylvania. Remember, 1 and 2 is still margin of error. On the other hand, USA Today has Harris by 3 in the great state of Pennsylvania. Right? So who do you believe? One has Trump up by 2, the other has Harris up by 3. Where else? Missouri, Trump by 10. Georgia, Trump by 1. Indiana, Trump by 17. Maryland, Harris by 31. And here's some nationals, right? Here's a national poll. Forbes has Harris by 4. It's funny, like the name of the polling agency is Harris. Harris X. Forbes, Harris X, has Harris by 4. And another one has a morning consultant has Harris by 6. All right. I don't know if you believe these polls. Where are you getting these? Where is this coming from? There's no other national polls being done. Forbes and Morning Consultant. You got to do it this week, right? You got to do it now, right? Just do it now. Do it now. After all just keep doing it. Keep fucking polling. You're sending garbage in the mail. Just call people and ask them who you're voting for. Or walk around outside. Right? Or go to the store that they sell the Trump cookies and the Harris cookies and see who's buying more of one or the other, right? And you get an idea of who's winning this freaking thing, right? So polls are skewed. Let's talk. I give Sean Diddy Combs a couple of minutes here. I don't really know. It stinks of fish, right? It really stinks of death here. Sean Diddy Combs. I know people have a lot of opinions about women and their victimization and sex rings and all this nonsense, right? And you might be right about that. But what I'm saying is when a super rich rapper black dude, right, who sings about shooting the police and fucking everything else like that, why are they going after this guy, right? I think they're going after him because he's black. And he's not pro-Harris, or he's more like a gangster, more pro-Trump. Right? Is that part of it? Why did the Southern District of New York go after this guy? So some of I keep reading through it, and I don't really find out what the fuck he did, right? So he's an extreme. They reprimanded him back to prison as a serial abuser, right? They denied his $50 million bail, right? He pleads not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, coercion, transportation of prostitution. What the fuck is going on, man? Isn't prostitution? Prostitution is almost legal in this country. It's legal in a lot of places, like Las Vegas, and people. What's wrong with paid sex workers? I don't understand what's wrong with that. The worker gets paid. The worker is not a slave. The worker does it, gets paid well, a couple of $100 for laying down, and then they're done, right? Or whatever, right? So why should we? No one's forcing anybody to do anything. Porn stars are revered in America, if you haven't. So here's the United States versus Sean Combs showing off guns. What's wrong with that? Isn't the guy from Florida? Isn't he allowed to have guns? Are the guns illegal? What's so shameful about the guns? Unless you're in the army, unless we give you the gun to shoot at the Russians, then it's okay. But if you have a gun to protect yourself in your own home, then you're a fucking criminal. He faces 15 years to life for sex trafficking charges. So he's accused of forcing women into freak-offs with male prostitutes while he masturbated and recorded the sometimes days-long sex sessions. Forced women into freakouts? I thought they were prostitutes. A prostitute is someone who is paid to do what they're asked to do. And if you don't like it, you leave. I need the money. I got to stay. This is not like I know he beat the shit out of his girlfriend. I know there's a video of him dragging his girlfriend by her hair and kicking her and punching her. I know all that. Right? That's separate. That's an assault charge. Right? Not fucking sex trafficking that puts you away for 15 years. You get an assault charge and you spend a month in the slammer for beating the shit out of your girlfriend. But as far as the other stuff, I'm trying to get to where he fucking trying to. He had law enforcement agents found bags of pink powder. So what? Big deal. He's a powderhead. Oh, ecstasy. Oh, whoop-de-doo. What else? There's other stuff about oil. Right? Some sort of fucking oil. He's using the same lawyer Keith as the cult leader Keith Raniere had. Mark Agnifilo, an Italian, couldn't get Trump out on $50 million bail. Not Trump. I'm mixing the two up. Sean Diddy Combs couldn't get him out on $50 million bail. That's bad. Does anyone have to experience being intimate this way? This is what he's saying, right? Part of the way these two adults want to be intimate. The federal government has shouldn't be allowed to say what people do in the bedroom, right? Does everyone have to experience being intimate this way? No. Is it sex trafficking, he says, the lawyer? No. We are all better off if the federal government does not come into the people's bedroom, says the lawyer. True. He said Combs and Ventura, one of the alleged victims, were in love and had been together for 10 years, but noted they both cheated on each other. Right? These are some of his kids. Look, you're talking about a wildly rich guy, right, who made his money on the back of singing bling bling songs about banging, chicks with big asses and shooting at the police and sniffing coke while you're drinking Hennessy. That's how he made his money, right? Is that really him? Who knows, right? And so he has a soft spot. Are any of these people any of these victims allegedly underage? Not that I know. It's saying that one of them was 17, but she wasn't part of that inner circle. He never filmed her or anything. It was just some passing chick who got into the circle and someone, she got drunk with a bunch of people, right? So there's a lot of talk about oil, right? Sean Diddy, manipulator in chief. So this is his. They're trying to pin this woman as his Ghislaine Maxwell. This is a shitty story, right? There's nothing to this story. I really feel bad for this guy. High-ranking supervisors. What did he have in his house? He had his. So he had freak-out supplies, right, including controlled substances, baby oil lubricants, extra linens, and lighting. So what? He had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. No, he's a deviant, right? But maybe not. Maybe he just liked to be well lubricated, or he liked his contestants, the people that he was paying to entertain him, his entertainers. Is this any different? Think about it. Is Sean Diddy Combs, if he's in the privacy of his own home, right, and is a hooker two hookers having sex with each other, paid hookers having sex with each other, any different than, I don't know, maybe a bunch of musicians coming in and playing on his stage, right? They're both paid. They're both well fed. They're both well treated. I don't see it as any different. This is not. So he paid somebody to come in from another state. He paid a hooker. That's illegal to get a hooker on a plane and come in and perform? Because I don't know. I just like the way you look, and I think you would be a good entertainer one night for me, right? Most human beings don't have this kind of luxury or even this kind of desire. The guy's getting railroaded, is what I'm trying to say. It seems. Right? There's his luxury mansion. I don't know. There he is. You call it. I don't know. I think that I think he's getting the shaft, to be honest with you. Trump's stock going down 15. I don't like this. I'm getting hosed on this one. I got the last one of the last things I'm holding is a Trump stock. Maybe Trump pulls off the election and it goes up. Who knows? But right now, Trump Media and Technology, DJT 1574, down 40 cents today. Rivian holding at 13. Tesla up 2. What's the overall markets? NASDAQ up 31. Nvidia up 4 cents. Google up 85 cents. Apple up 250. The S&P 500 up 1. And the Dow is flat, down $1, down 1 point. So markets are flat, I would say. And are they? Yeah. Dow down 100, NASDAQ up 30. That's kind of flat in these days. So I'll kill it right here. We're stand by. Marcus Conte reporting. I just wanted to kill the recording. Sometimes the recordings don't. They don't. If they're longer than 50 minutes, they don't upload to BitChute. So I just killed the recording. But if you're still here live, we're still here. And I don't know. It's an interesting time. It's an interesting time to follow news. There's a presidential candidate getting shot at not once but twice, or attempted assassination not once but twice, shot at and hit. Once in a cycle. You have a tremendous hole in the FBI not wanting to give him protection because Trump didn't inform the FBI in advance where he was going. You got Hillary Clinton, a known CIA spook, promoting the idea that Trump is dangerous, promoting it to the media on Rachel Maddow. The whole thing stinks. And a guy like Sean Diddy Combs from out of nowhere, like a shiny object to distract, maybe. Yeah, talk about Sean Diddy Combs. Getting railed, getting dragged off to prison for maybe life for being a sexual deviant. I don't know, man. Why don't you go? What's next? You're going to go after porn stars? You're going to go after porn magazines? Didn't we already solve this problem with Larry Flint, United States versus Larry Flint, that pornography and such is speech. It's freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and it should remain that way. Right? Speech should always be fucking free, even if you have your clothes on or you don't have your clothes on. Either way, it's still free speech. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Marcus Conte reporting.